Hey you, thanks for joining me. Welcome to Haunted Sweethearts. On this channel, I'll be showing you how to upcycle unwanted rescue dolls from the thrift store. And you could turn something like this into somebody like this. Or this into somebody like this. She's pretty cool, isn't she? But today we'll be working on the spooky blonde doll I picked up. She was about $7.50 from the thrift store. And the reason why I picked her up, and I've got some other dolls here to show an example of, the things I look for in a haunted rescue doll is something to do with the eyes that capture my attention. The outfit, can I do something with it? Is it fun? Is it cute? The hair, how ruined is the hair? Can I fix it? Price. The price is everything. Some of these thrift stores, they put like $25, $30 on these dolls. I'll pay, $7.50, $10, and the most I'll pay is $15 for sure, because they're dusty, they're yellow, they've been in someone's garage for ages, they're old, they're not really worth a lot to anybody, even though they're so cute. People have held on to them for so long and they've looked after them. They're just not really worth a lot. So I just think it's a nice thing to come along, give them a second life, and look at her, she wants it. So with all that said and considered, let's get into upcycling this sad looking blondie. Her vacant, unhinged stare gave me mental ward vibes, which quickly led me to the Dark Queen herself, Harley Quinn. When the ball got rolling on that thought, I couldn't stop, so here we go! You can see on screen the colours and the paint brand that I'm using. You can also see that the outfit is off and being dyed. A couple of things to consider when doing this type of paint is any residual fibres that might get stuck into it, like cat hair, any bits of her hair, and just keeping the paint out of the eyes as well. So like with any stylized look like this, we need to really think about what makes Harley Quinn, which is her makeup, her outfit, her hair, and her general vibe really. So you can see on screen the makeup look that we're hoping to achieve, something like this. So when I purchased this doll, her leg was barely hanging on by a thread, so we'll need to reattach it if Harley here has any chance of exacting her revenge on the Batman. This is just too funny. Me trying to apply a sultry black eyeliner look to this doll when I wouldn't be able to get a symmetrical line on my own face to save my goddamn life. And I realised I'm just doing doll makeup as my own makeup, so I had to grab some more white paint and take the eyeshadow back a little bit. During this process I also went over the black heart, but that was okay because I didn't really like the way that looked anyway, and I kind of wanted to go bigger. While we're waiting for that paint to dry, we'll outline these lips and put on some beautiful red lipstick, always being sure to go back to our image of Harley Quinn and making sure that we're keeping true to the style. Now get ready to be satisfied as you watch this black heart fill in. And now that paint has dried, we can go back in with our black paint and do some eyelashes. While we're at it, we'll grab the pink and the blue and fill out some of that eyeshadow we took off earlier. We'll also do her nails, because what girl doesn't like her nails done? Now we're getting dangerously close to my favourite part, the piece de resistance. Look at these beautiful eyelashes. If only I could go to the salon and have someone apply eyelashes like that to me in 4 minutes straight flat. Oh my god. Jealousy aside, I'm really happy with the way this looked. These lashes were from another doll that I guess didn't need them anymore. Let's make these lips even juicier by putting a dark line around. Harley actually has quite a dark line on her red, so we'll do the same. And when we're happy with the makeup look, we can seal. Salon time, and Nico has joined to check out, make sure that the champagne is of quality. Yes, it is. Cheers, babes. Let's get a start on your nude look. Got the Barbie spray, smells delicious. Got my comb, got my scissors, now let's go. I don't know what happened to her hair while we had that stocking on there, but bloody hell, it's a bit watching her get her hair brushed like that is giving me crazy flashbacks to before school. Why did my hair always have to be long, and why did I always want to wear it slicked back? I'm sure you girlies growing up in the 2000s know exactly what I mean. Anyway, so after we get it all brushed out, what we're going to do is pop this hair into some ponytails, and then we're going to attempt to do just use some acrylic paint and do some blues and pink on the ends. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is just really, really water it down, and then just apply it with a brush, a paintbrush, and then I'll use a comb to brush out a little bit so it's not such a thick condensed color. Like, how cute is her little fringe though? Can we just take a second? Just before we do that, I just had an idea for this sexy, sultry little dress. It's just so sexy and sultry, don't you think? So we use an unpicker so we can get kind of an uneven rip tear all the way down. We don't want it to look like it's been cut. We want it to look like Harley's just grabbed it and ripped it herself. But if you're worried about her modesty, don't worry, because we've got some pretty little shorties for her, and then we've got some boots you can put on later as well. At this stage, the dress is really quite plain, so we're going to use some of that watered down acrylic that we'll use for the hair, and we'll put it onto the highlights of the dress in pink and blue, and that should bring up the appearance a little bit. And here's me pointing at the colours I used for the hair. I'm really happy with how the hair turned out. It's actually really, really cute. And we're getting a sneak peek of how the final product's going to look. I really do feel like the dress still needs something else. I just don't know what. I'll have a quick rummage around my drawers and cupboard and see what I can come up with and be right back. Okay, I'm back and I found this blue tool. I used it for this Upcycle doll that you can see in the corner of the screen here, and it's actually low-key perfect. So I cut it to size, pinned it on, and then sewed it onto the inner seam of the original dress. And I'll show you how that turned out in just a few seconds. But first, any badass queen needs her jewels, and Harley here is no exception. So we're going to create the pudding choker from the movie, and to create that I'm using some alphabet beads from Lincraft and just putting them onto some jewelry wire, and then we're going to fasten the back with some clasps. And because I've despise drawing eyebrows, I saw an opportunity here to get fancy and use these diamonds from Lincraft to style her brows like the scene from Birds of Prey above. So cute. I also used some of the beads and diamantes to make this cute little bracelet and some rings. I think I might have another idea of how to use some of these diamantes. Okay, so here's my idea. I was thinking of putting the diamantes down the slip of the dress, and I thought that might give it a little bit more of a, I don't know, put together fancy look. I didn't have any studs. I would have loved to put some studs in this outfit somewhere, but I'm going to grab this PVA glue and just stick these on there. I just wish you could hear the sound of these coming off that plastic. The ASMR is out of control. And so we'll add these beads to both sides of the split, and we'll show you the finalized look in just a few seconds. I'm actually really happy with the way this has turned out, and I'm really glad that I decided to put these on. It's given me more of a finished feel. Now here comes the best part. Let's see how it all comes together. Ta-da! It's cute, but it still needs a little bit of distressing. Doing this will also help loosen the fabric where I've put the acrylic paint on. This has given me some time to think about what comes next. I'm thinking Harley Quinn needs weapons, needs bombs, needs explosives, needs knives, needs baseball bats. I don't have any of those, but what I do have is this tiny socket wrench and this tiny Phillips head screwdriver. It's so cute. I mean, she's gonna need these if she's gonna not be with the Joker anymore, right? All of Gotham's after her. What's she gonna do with the socket wrench? Change their tire? I'm kidding. She'll knock them out. For sure. Okay guys, here she is, Harley Quinn. She's done. I like her shoes. I like the little split the dress. Kick your ass. I'm Harley Quinn, ready to hit the town. Some dinner. Thanks for watching guys. Like and subscribe.